from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
They run again with Dowdle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run here with Dowdle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Rush. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Rush here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 23 yards on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dowdle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go play action with Rush. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On second down, here's the option. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Rush. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Philadelphia Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down carry for Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A catch gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake. Here's Rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by Kelly. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Drew Lock, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jaden Daniels, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Right back to him on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw is Rush. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 49 yards. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kelly.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Brian, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Rush with it on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing here, Rush. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got this 15 yards as the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Looking to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll drop drop to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Devontae Smith with an acrobatic catch. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Rush on second down. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Now back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Third and 2. Here's Rush to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Dallas, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.